I guess his stock just went up, Golden Boy.
Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Breaking News Show. And today we have so much news to cover. My people. Big up T in the building. Big up to yourself, bro. But yeah, listen, we have so much news to cover today. Breaking news that was dropping earlier today, as you can see in the title. Timber is going to miss apparently the Euros. We're getting reports that are saying he's going to miss the Euros. We're getting other reports that are saying he's fine and he's progressing well in his rehabilitation and getting back to the field. Now, the important thing to say about that, which we will get into, is we need this guy on the pitch as soon as possible. We need him back as soon as possible. That's number one. That's the first thing we need to see. We need to speak about. But we will also be speaking about Kiwior. Interest from Serie A, man. These Serie A clubs are circling. They want to get him on loan. Plenty of loan offers that are being drafted up at the moment for Jakub Kiwior. Tomiyasu looking and they're working on a new deal for Tomiyasu, looking to sign him up with the recent interest from Bayern Munich for the defender. And a bit of breaking news which hit after I'd done the whole thumbnail and everything, so I'm not actually putting on the title, but a bit of breaking news, shall I say, where Arsenal have decided that there is a buy option and they're going to go ahead with the buy option, meaning that Raya will be a player. Raya will be an Arsenal player for the foreseeable. They are going to go ahead and pay the 27 million. So it's basically a done deal. He's our player. The loan is just for this season, but apparently all of the contracts and that have been done anyway. The long-term contract has already been signed, so we will see what's going to happen with that. But big up to everybody. Big up to Why Not in the building as well. Said salad, bro. I take out the L, man. Take out the L. Yeah, but big up to yourself. Why not? Big up, guys. Obviously, listen. Make sure you're liking the video, man. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one for us today, man. It's gonna be an interesting one. We're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about anything that you guys want to talk about. So just let me know in the chat what you guys want to talk about as well. But we will be talking about the topics that I've got to hand here. And I think we should start off with Timber, because there was an actual Twitter or tweet that came out from Mail Sport. So it's Mail Sport. Don't know how much of it I can really trust, to be honest. Listen, I'm always wary with the Daily Mail, man. So I don't really believe a lot of the stuff that the Daily Mail says, just because they're not necessarily the most reliable place to get your news. But they have done on occasions, have had some good moments where they've put out a story. But what the Daily Mail, what the Daily Mail has said. Let me just bring that up. Let me just change the screen. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just do this. Bang. Bang. There we go. So, Daily Mail have stated Arsenal's £40 million summer signing, Jurrien Timber, is likely to miss the Euros 2024 as he recovers from the ACL injury after suffering serious knee injury on his debut. Then they go on further to say Jurrien Timber could be set to miss next summer's European Championship, according to the reports in the Netherlands. The defender underwent surgery in August on an anterior cruciate ligament, an ACL injury, which he suffered just 50 minutes into his Arsenal debut. It was hoped he'd still be able to feature in the latter part of the campaign. However, the reports in the Netherlands have cast doubt on his chances of taking the field again this term. Now, they go on further to say, according to AD, Timber is unlikely to make Ronald Koeman's squad for next summer's European Championship in Germany, the Euros. Gunners fans are readying themselves for the former Ajax star's return in the new year, but his comeback may be a little further off than initially anticipated. And then I think they just say something about the tournament and him coming in from Ajax. So that was the news that came out for Mr. Jurrien Timber came out about the injury. Then if I just take you guys back, I'll just take you guys back to another tweet here, which comes from my people. Let me just share this screen again. Here we go. Bang, bang. Right. Now, I just shared this other tweet with you guys. NJB, Nigel B Golf. I'm not sure how reliable this guy is. I'll be so real with you guys. I'm not sure how reliable he is. I mean, we can check his yeah, he's got 3,593 followers. So apparently he is saying, because apparently this guy has gotten a few things right. Now, this could be a stretch. This could be me reaching. He has said there is a mistranslation of the piece in the Dutch paper that opines who may or may not make the Dutch squad for the Euros. For Timber, they said without many friendlies to work back into the reckoning, he might not make the squad. So what he is saying here is that there was a misunderstanding from the Dutch paper, which actually put out the story. There was a misunderstanding, and apparently, the reason why they're saying he might not make the squad is because he has not been able to play with the squad in the friendlies. So he might not be able to be integrated into the squad in time for the Euros. Now, obviously, when I first read the first tweet, which was from the Daily Mail, you know what, let me send you the link, bro. Let me send you the link, bro. I got you. You can come in, bro. I got you, bro. Let me bring you in the link, man. There we go. Where are you? There we go. Where is your Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, where are you? You only need to let me go down a slight bit. There we go. All right. T, let me know if you can jump in, yeah? But yeah, listen, so I am trying to I think I still got you. It's all good. I got you. I got you on here anyway. But yeah. The thing is, this is the thing with football Twitter. There's a lot of reports that contradict everything. There's a lot of reports that contradict everything. Um, Big up to Hellboy. Big up to Hellboy. Big up yourself, my broski. There's a lot of reports that contradict a lot of stuff that goes on. A lot of reports that contradict because everybody wants to be the new. They have the big story. They have the latest news. They're the first to the case. This and that. I can't lie, man. A lot of these people just waffle. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these people just waffle. Big up T, man. Oh, he just dipped out. I think his thing's glitching. But a lot of people waffle on Twitter, man. Like all of these ITKs. I don't know who to believe. I do not know who to believe. Big up Waffles in the building. Liverpool. Jeez. I see a Klopp in the middle there as well. The Liverpool badge. Big up to yourself. T, what's up, brother?
Hello, thank you for having me, Sad.
There we go. I haven't even connected my AirPods. I thought they were connected this whole time. Let me connect this. Why are they not connected? What's going on? 1 second, brother. There we go.
Hello, you can hear me?
Yeah. You through them. Yeah, I can hear you through them.
Okay,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, what's up, broski? Yeah, so the thing is, what I'm talking about here, yeah, when it comes to the Timber situation, we need this guy. Desperate need of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He, like I said yesterday, he is he's the Swiss Army knife. You know, he can fit in multiple positions. You can play him at left back. You can play him at right back. You could probably play centre back as well, which I think he has played. Right centre back, I think he's played previously, and he can go into the midfield and even play in a defensive midfield position or as a DM. Pause is indeed correct. My bad. But yeah, listen, I'm getting thrown because I want Timber to come in so badly. Like, I want him to be back into the squad. I want him to be playing for us. I have this whole dream of him coming back, helping us for the Champions League, because he is one of the players that has experience in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. Let's face it. Out of the limited experience that we have in the Champions League in our squad, he is one of the players that does have previous Champions League experience. But it's so important that we get him in. It is so important that we get him in because he is so key to what we're doing. And you could already see that just from the start and from how much Arteta was playing him and the fact that he came in and just played consistently throughout the games. But what's your thoughts on this whole situation, man? Because I'm trying to quickly go and find this original the original thing. What's it called? The report on Timber.
Yeah, as you experienced it with Ten Hag, Dutch people can be really blunt when they say things, and they do that in papers as well. So it's a high chance that that people misinterpret what people wrote in the article. Mostly that's the case.
Yeah.
With Dutch people.
And the thing is, yeah, I'm trying to, because I'm looking at this or I'm trying to find this because if they've written it in a way where because until I see the original report, I can't really say anything because I want to see it, but I want to see it with it translated properly, because where is it? Euros, because they don't even write on here the Mail. Yeah, they don't even write on here who they got this report from, who because they've definitely they ain't pulled that out of their own resources. 100% they haven't. So this is Tim Balogun. Tom Balogun. What the fuck? Tom Balogun. But who did you get it from, you fucker? Either way. Oh, according to AD. Here we go. According to AD. There we go. There we are. There we are. We're in. We're in. We're in, people. We are in. Okay, let me share this. Let me share this on the screen. Let me share this on the screen. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me share this on the screen because I can see it. So, 100% these guys have got it wrong. 100% these guys have got it wrong. I know that for a fact. Just by looking at this, firstly. So, firstly, let me actually let me translate it first, and then once we find it, we can have a read through it. Selection list. These 40 players still have a chance of winning the European Championship. Okay, so they want you to buy the whole thing. You can't just read more.
Let me look if I can fix this.
Are you on?
I'm sorry.
Are you in seeing if you can look at it from your computer? It might be.
Yes, I live in the Netherlands. Actually, maybe here it's different. Yeah. Maybe I'll look. No, it's the same for me. Let me look. Yeah, it's the same for me. I don't use AD that much. But what I see at the title is they use the word voorlopig, and voorlopig means for now. So everything can change. So this list, this 40-player list, is bound to change when things get different. So if Timber gets back earlier, there's still a chance for him to go to the Euros, but that's purely on his injury. Yeah, they say voorlopig. They don't use concrete words, you know, because if you use concrete words like this is the 40-player list, but it basically says this is the players that he wants for now, that he prefers for now, basically. So this is bound to change.
Though. Exactly, that's so important. The wording that journalists use, especially from other countries, is so important. This is why I don't understand. I do understand. I completely understand what the Daily Mail is doing here, because the Daily Mail is going straight to these reports. They're reading it based off of the Google Translate, but they haven't got anybody reliable next to them, or they can't go to possibly somebody who is Dutch and get them to read it. Like, for instance, I've got you here, you're Dutch, or you live in the Netherlands, and you're able to read the language, and you can spot certain things, the way they say certain things. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, one thing about us, maybe we can be blunt, but we're not always concrete with what we say. And this is a typical situation of not being concrete and not being straight to the point, you know? Basically.
Nah, listen, 100%. And the thing is, this sounds more believable to me. It's more believable that they've read this wrong, because I genuinely think they have read this wrong. I genuinely think they have read this wrong. But I think, just obviously sticking on this, I think it's very important for him to be integrated back into the squad once his injury is over. But the important thing is, we don't want to rush him. As much as I want him to be back as soon as possible, we do not want to rush him. If we rush him, listen, we've all seen situations with Ronaldo in the past. R9, I'm talking about, obviously. For anybody that's in the chat that doesn't know, but R9, when he came back, he ruptured his knee, I think within 7 minutes of playing, and he ruptured his knee completely and was out for 2 years, I think it was, or a year and a half. He was out for. So you just these days you just can't take the risk. You honestly just can't take the risk, especially with these injuries.
I remember that day with Ronaldo as it was yesterday, especially when it happened at AC Milan. The second time it happened. That
Yeah,
was, his face. He just knew that it was the same thing.
yeah,
And we exactly what you say. We don't want the same thing happen to Timber, especially because Timber is not a player that gets injured a lot. So this is new territory for him, basically. And if he doesn't have the experience to know if he feels perfectly or not. So he needs to rely on the doctors in this case more than people who had this injury before or other injuries before.
yeah,
So that's why it's important for us not to rush Timber. And if he misses the Euros, so be it. You know.
yeah. No, 100%, bro. 100%. Like we need to make sure that his health and his we have him in our, or sorry, we're keeping his health within the best, within our best interest, because we have to make sure he's protected above everything. Above everything, we need to make sure that he is protected, because if we don't, this could lead to bigger injuries, more injuries, and that's not something that we need. That's not
Hmm.
something we need. Now, moving on, moving on to Tomiyasu. I know we're going to get into the whole situation with Araya, and get into the whole situation with Kiwior, because Kiwior is just, I don't know what's going on. Everybody's after him right now. But yeah, just moving on quickly to the situation with um Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, they are working on a new deal for him, a new deal, which will extend his it will extend his contract to, I think, a few extra years, maybe 3 or 4 years more. So this is great news. I think this is great news because the way Tomiyasu's been playing recently has been immense. He's been playing at a very high level, and has even at times taken Zinchenko out of the team, who we thought was going forward was amazing. But the fact that he's taken him out of the team, which nobody has seemed to do, even Kieran Tierney was not able to do that. So for him to take him out of the team and still keep a good performances up and to play at such a high level, I think this new deal is probably one of the most deserved new deals we've seen in a while. Obviously, Saka and Saliba are other ones, but this one completely deserved. I feel like he deserves this brand new deal,
Agree.
and we're securing his future. And this is not no Rob Holding securing his future. This is Takehiro Tomiyasu securing his future, because he is an important player to the system. He is an important player to that back line, because he's able to, he's very versatile, and because he can play. And this is another thing which is a very is very you see it a lot now with the way that we get players in. We get a lot of versatile players in. Yeah, we get a hell of a lot of versatile players in. So for me, I'm looking at it like this: we're getting Tomiyasu now on a new deal. Yeah, Timber's going to be coming back soon. Those are two versatile players playing multiple positions. We got Ben White, play a right back, play a centre back. You have Gabriel is more of a just a centre back. I don't think he can really play at left back. Kiwior, he's taken a gamble with him at times. He's played him at the left back position before. Wasn't particularly the best, I wouldn't say, but still, he's clearly shown that he can be versatile. He's willing to try and plays in other positions. But yeah, man,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if you got anything to say, but bro, this I'm gassed about this, man. I'm gassed that he's signing a brand new deal.
Yes, I agree with the Tomiyasu part. I completely agree, but I want to add something to what you said, and I want to look at the board and the bigger picture. What the club is doing right now, and that is what I wanted for years, and what I'm happy about right now, is we give contracts to players that actually deserve it, who have a high value, which means we're setting us up for the future. So, for example, what if we want to sell Tomiyasu in 1 year and we signed him on a 4-year contract, for example? We're setting us up for the future to finally sell the players for good prices instead of terminating contracts, instead of letting players go for free, you know. That's what we did for years. And the fact that we re-sign Ben White, we are gonna re-sign Ben White. We're gonna re-sign Tomiyasu. We re-signed Odegaard. We re-signed everyone basically. Martinelli, Saka, you name it, Saliba. We are setting ourselves. We are preparing ourselves for the future. For maybe when we sell them, that we can finally get a good price instead of letting them go for free or terminating their contracts. Because these are quality players. Tomiyasu proved why he deserved this contract. He improved immensely. Left, right, doesn't matter. Because this brother was originally a center back at Bologna. And when he came here, he plays left, right, and he can do everything. And that's why I think he deserves it. And we're also setting ourselves up for the future, and which I'm also happy about.
And you know what, T? The thing is as well, yeah, is that if you look at him for his national team, he doesn't even play left back or right back. He plays at left centre back.
Mm-hmm.
They play a back
Yes.
three. So this guy is used to two different systems, yeah, and he plays well in both systems. So this is a whole new ball game that we're going to. So
it's a great player to have who is not a star. Sorry that I interrupted you. If we can use basketball terms, he is a role player that fits our system perfectly. That helps LeBron James. That helps Anthony Davis. He just needs to be a 3-and-D guy, and he can do it. And Tomiyasu fits that role player role, yeah, perfectly.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, yeah, with Tomiyasu, he's not necessarily the star character. Do you know what I mean? He's not the star man. He is, but he is what keeps the engine running. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yes.
the oil. He keeps the engine running, keeps it going. He helps with the motor to make sure it doesn't rust off. It makes sure that it keeps on running and keeps on moving at a steady pace. That's what he is. He is literally him and Saliba, both players who in our back line show that they're willing to do whatever it is. They don't care. And even Gabriel, even Ben White at times. Listen, they just our whole back line right now is they're willing to die for the ball. That's something that I always wanted in my team. I always wanted players that are willing to put their body on the line. They don't care what happens. They want to get results, and they don't care how they have to get them. They will get them at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So
yes,
I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy that this is happening. I'm happy we're signing him to a new contract. I'm happy that we've moved away from signing players like Rob Holding on a new contract to protect their value, and we're now signing players like Tomiyasu on new contracts to protect their value because they are much more valuable, given by the recent points or the recent posts that we've seen and the recent reports of Bayern Munich sniffing around, saying they really like this player, they want to get him, they're gonna try hard to get him. And listen, that shows that he is wanted. All the people who don't know what we have, all the people that think that he's maybe too injury prone or maybe he isn't up to the level. Oh, this is where it is, man. These clubs are going in for him. There's a reason, and it's not even small clubs; it's big clubs. When was the last time Bayern Munich came in for an Arsenal player?
Long time,
I mean,
but I think they finally realized what kind of a bozo Upamecano is. So they're finally realizing their mistake and looking for alternatives because that guy is. I'm happy that we didn't buy him because we were in for him as well. I'm happy that we didn't buy him at the end of the day because that guy is worse than Konate in my opinion.
that stunk. Upamecano, it stinks. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we got this guy, and he's here. He's here to stay, and hopefully we can get this. We can get this sorted out quickly and efficiently. So, Mr. Takehiro Tomiyasu can be on his way to becoming a full first team, full time left back. Because listen, there's this is competition. He's competition on both sides. So I feel like he's competition for the right back. He's also competition for the left back. Same with Timber. Timber will be competition for the right back. Timber will be competition for the left back. And this is all working in Mikel Arteta's favor. Because because you can see that Mikel Arteta is trying to get competition in every single position. So this is great. This is the way we should be moving. We should have been moving like this from time ago, but we were confused and we didn't know what we were doing. We were moving like a small club, but looks like things have changed. And this could definitely help us with now selling players, because I think that's been one of our biggest issues since day dot, since we were going through that whole situation, and we went from. But when was the last actual player that we sold? Because I know our highest sale is what's his name?
Balogun?
Is it actually Balogun, or was it not? What's his name?
Iwobi.
Moved to Everton. Wasn't it Iwobi?
Yeah, it was Iwobi, I think. It was Iwobi or Balogun, one of the two. But those weren't really high prices as well. I think it was like 40.
Exactly. So if you look back to how much we sold the previous players for back in the time, that was around the price what they would have went for at the time. But yeah, listen, I'm happy with it. I'm pretty sure you're happy with it as well. And yeah, listen, I think it's great.
Yes, I am. He deserves it. He's a great player. I think he improves really well, and he will keep improving, I think.
Yeah, and he's earned it, man. He's earned his opportunity to have this extra contract. But moving on, I think we'll leave the Kiwior thing to the end, because I want to speak quickly about Raya. The whole situation, the news broke. Raya is going to be an Arsenal player permanently. They are going to and this is not even me putting this from a bullshit source or trying to bullshit you guys or anything. This, my people, let me bring it up right here. This, my people, is Fabrizio Romano. Yeah. Listen, he said, understand Arsenal have decided to seal David Raya deal in 2024. It's all guaranteed as buy option clause will be triggered for 27 million. Raya already signed potential long-term contract as an AFC player for June 2024, all done. Brentford accepted this structure due to FFP. So, David Raya, he is staying. The thing is, I'm not really necessarily surprised with this. I don't know about you. Are you surprised with this? Because
the only thing I'm surprised about. Oh, sorry. The only thing I'm surprised about is that it was so early. But I think that's because of the Ramsdale controversy. I think this is just a message to him and his father to let him know it's over. I think because I didn't expect it to be this early. I thought it would be near the end, but to do it so soon, that was the only thing I was surprised about. But I think it was basically a message to Ramsdale to tell him that it's over.
Yeah, the thing is, for me, I look at Ramsdale and Raya. There's going to be competition there. As simple as that. There is going to be competition there. I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be competition. They were going to be competing in different competitions. I don't know. I thought he was going to split the games around, but I had to come to a realization. I had to come to a realization that this isn't a competition. This is a number one and a number two. The number one is Raya, who was the preferred choice. They wanted Raya from the start. That is the goalkeeper that they wanted. But they got Ramsdale in the meantime.
Exactly.
Ramsdale is now second choice. Will he want to be second choice? He wants to be an England goalkeeper. He wants to be England's number one. Is he gonna stay and waste his time here, or is he gonna go and look at Pastures New? Is he gonna Pastures New? Sorry for anybody who doesn't understand. That means like the next venture, go on to look for something new. So I'm just because I was under the impression that it was gonna be half the Premier League games or majority of the Premier League games go to Raya, and Champions League, maybe League Cup go to Ramsdale, or they split the games, they split the competitions, because you can't just give one player all the, otherwise it is a number one and a number two. If you're splitting the games and you're giving the big player, the first one player all the big games, i.e. the Premier League, Champions League, and the other player getting a League Cup and the FA Cup, that's first keeper, second keeper, which is what's happening right now. But Raya is just getting everything. And League Cup games is what Ramsdale's getting. And FA Cup games. So, listen, this is a very awkward situation. Because I don't know whether he's going to leave. I think he might eventually leave. I personally think if it's not this summer, it will be definitely next summer. We could see him go. I don't think he's going to stick around because I feel like he wants to play games. He wants to play games. I don't know what your thoughts are on this whole situation with Ramsdale, whether he is going to go though.
I think, well, we can look at two perspectives. We can look at the Ramsdale perspective, and we can look at the fact that he's still young. He can still prove himself. It will be a little bit harder because he's a goalkeeper, and goalkeepers don't get the chance that often as other field players. But there could be still light at the end of the tunnel. But if we look at it from the club side, from Arteta's side, basically, he just doesn't fit his play style. He is just too stressed with his feet. If we look back at the West Ham game when Ramsdale played, the League Cup game, how could I say this? He wasn't as calm as Raya with his feet, and I think that's the biggest factor because I rate Ramsdale over Raya when it comes to saves, when it comes to positioning, because I think Raya's positioning is suspect at times. With the Mudryk goal, for example.
Yes.
I think Ramsdale does that part better. The saving reflects everything. That Ramsdale does that better. But I think that's not what Arteta looks for at a keeper right now. I think he wants a ball-playing keeper. I'm sure that he wants a ball-playing keeper. That's why he bought Raya. But I don't think Ramsdale doesn't fit that profile with him. And even though Ramsdale is a quality keeper, he could prove himself. He could do what he does. At the end of the day, I'm going to use your words now, Saad. At the end of the day, Raya does the things that Arteta looks at the most better than Ramsdale at the moment. And even though we can look at stats and say, okay, Raya has better stats than Ramsdale overall, we also have the eye test. And I know from the Ramsdale I saw last year that he saves the ball really well against Tottenham. You know, when we won away, he saved a lot of chances that game. And people don't give him enough credit, I think. But
Yes.
like I said, Arteta looks at a style of play and he just doesn't fit his profile. He's just not his profile. And you just said it before, it wasn't his first choice keeper in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think looking at it from both their perspectives is a very smart way to do it, because Ramsdale is thinking, right, can I fight this? Can I fight for my position? Can I? What's the possibility of me keeping my position within the team? What's my position of what's the possibility? What chance do I have to grab back hold of this position, take that number one, because he still is the number one. He's got number one on his kit, but when you look at it in perspective, he's not the number one right now. The reality of it is he's number two at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a sticky situation. David Raya is gonna do what he does anyway. He is but this is the thing. Are we looking at it like this? Because David Raya is 27, so even he's still young, so-called young for a goalkeeper. Because goalkeepers could play into their 30s. They could play into the 32, 33, 34. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
yep.
Even now, Alisson. Let me just type in Alisson's name. How old is Alisson? He's 31. Alisson right now is classed at 31. Is classed as this is his prime years. He's still got 2-3 years to go before we're even starting to question, is Alisson going to be done? Alisson's 31. He's still in his prime years. He's probably just gone in. His prime years probably started at 28, 29. So
at least, yeah.
Alisson is definitely there. Exactly. So Alisson is definitely there. So for us, we've got a keeper who is 27, going to enter his prime years soon. And I think this is the shaky start that we've seen from him. The shaky start that we've seen from Raya is just because I think he's, listen, when you drop somebody into a new defense, they have to get used to the defense. They're just, you have to get used to your defense. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be situations where you're making certain mistakes. His positioning is probably the most frightening thing, because I don't understand why he's always away from his goal or his line. He's so far away from his line. Normally he's like 7 yards out away from his line.
Yes.
And they're dangerously close to our goal. So I feel like he needs to be definitely coached. That needs to be coached out of him. Ozan here said, yo, Saad, who is your third choice goalkeeper? It's Carl Hein, I believe it is. Carl Hein is the third choice. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Okchukwu, I think he's on loan, isn't he, at the moment? He was the freaking fourth choice. This guy has been fourth choice for a minute. I saw this guy play one game for us. I think he's got one senior appearance.
Yeah, I wish we kept our second or third choice from a few years ago, but that's another conversation.
Listen, if we start going into that, T, because I know you're in the same thought process as me, yeah. If we would have kept Emi Martinez, yeah, we would be in a whole situation right now. We would have won many things. We would have won the league last year. We would have won the league last year, 100%, just based on how many goals he saves. So he's a top keeper.
Yeah, man.
But we decided to sell him, and we decided to keep Leno. So
Yeah, because he's younger.
yeah, mistakes, man, mistakes. I look back at it and I want to throw up. You know, when I look back and I see that we got rid of Emi Martinez and we kept Leno just to get rid of Leno and keep Ramsdale.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we've got Raya, and we're getting rid of Ramsdale might possibly leave in the near future, depending on how he feels. It's just a mess. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
When we had a perfectly good goalkeeper there. Good goalkeeper. He'd been with us for ages. Bro, it's not good enough, man, from us. The choices that have been made, definitely some mistakes down the road, man.
Rookie mistakes. You can see that Arteta made a lot of rookie mistakes, and this was one of them.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, but that is always going to come with the job. This is why certain people would say maybe he should have taken another job before coming to Arsenal, just to evaluate the situation, not just dive in headfirst into a massive club like this, because there was a lot to fix. And not saying that he necessarily did a bad job, because he has fixed a lot of bad things. He has. Let's cut the bullshit and actually say how it is. Arteta has fixed a lot of things for us. He's fixed this the club mentality right now. He's fixed the well, not necessarily the mentality, but he's fixed the atmosphere around the club. The atmosphere is so much better now. I'm no longer stressed. Actually, I am stressed. That's a lie. That's a lie. I still get very stressed in games. I don't know why I'm lying for. I still get very stressed in games, but I'm calmer. Can I say that? I'm calmer. I think.
A lot more now than in the past. And I agree completely with you. I agree completely, but I just need Arteta to calm down a bit sometimes and not think that he is a winner already. He needs to become a winner still, and he just needs to, just track back a little bit. We need to calm down a little bit, just that. And that's and besides that, I'm really happy with what he did. I agree. Yeah.
Definitely. And I think moving on to the last bit of news, which we need, and you know what, guys, smash the like button. Also, I need to carry on saying, I need to keep saying that, because I forget how through the stream, and I just keep on going on about the topics. But let me actually go back to some of these comments. So we had, let me see. Why not said pray for Timber between Arteta and the medical team? Absolutely clueless. You know what? Why not is just like way against Arteta. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's against Arteta. I think Arteta's good, but he's still here, still supporting the channel. So I appreciate you. Why not for coming true? Tomiyasu is Bolognese. Is that the actual club? Is that how you spell it?
Bolognese. Yeah, Bologna, right center back, right back, right wing back.
Bologna.
Yeah, but the majority was at right center back. It wasn't per se at the right back. If I remember correctly.
So he was at right center back. I think he said to replace Chambers. He's talking about look at this engine with no trophy or title. He's garbage. Why not? You need to really take some like positivity lessons. Take some positivity lessons. Why? Why so negative all the time? You know, let's just take some positivity lessons. Let's be a bit more positive. Let's smile a bit. You know, just get your face. Don't let you go. You know, smile. Think good thoughts. Yeah, we're on a good stride right now. We're coasting up we're coasting up and up and up. We're just going up levels, man. The altitude is just increasing. So inshallah, man, we'll reach somewhere good very soon, man. Very soon.
Yeah, this year, inshallah. This year. This is our year, Sam. Exactly. This is our year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of people are counting us out. Yeah, bro. I have a feeling that this year we're actually gonna do it. I have a feeling that we're gonna win the Premier League. I don't entertain the whole Champions League
Hmm.
situation because I feel like that's just out of our reach. I
And
can't see a team that's never been in it.
I prefer it to be this competitive as well with Spurs. Okay, even though they're not going to make it at the end, but City, Spurs, Liverpool. I want it to be competitive because if we win at the end, we could say proudly that we won instead of being another Leicester City that say hey, you were lucky. You know,
Exactly.
I prefer it to be competitive because now we can prove who we really are, and if we don't make it, we can still improve. But I don't think it's Arteta is the man if we don't win it this year. I want it this year. 5 years is enough for me, personally.
I'm of mixed feelings regarding that. Just because the thing is I have an explanation, and you know what? Let's quickly before we move on to the next topic. Let me just
Hmm.
go into that. So my explanation for the reason why even if we don't win the title this year, I won't sack Arteta is because I'm gonna add context to the reason why I won't sack Arteta. For instance, if we still progress, and let's say, for instance, I see us second in the league, 1 point off City, and we go to like the semi-finals in the Champions League.
Hmm.
I see that as closer to winning something. I can't unless we regress, unless we finish in third, or something, or we go out in around the 16, and that's
Hmm.
terrible season. Then 100% he needs to be questioned, and something needs to happen. We need to see, is this guy the real deal? Is he the guy? Do you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, he did also, because I can't even use the injuries and the squad and all of this as an excuse for him. I can't, for the simple fact he went out and bought a bozo giraffe in the summer. How am I supposed to protect that? How do I protect him signing Havertz in the summer? How? Nobody can protect that, in fact. Nobody.
True. And if Havertz was one of his early signings, I would say, okay, he's at least improving on finding better players. But Havertz was one of his latest signings as well. So in that part, he still didn't improve that much. Rice was a given because Rice just screamed at Arsenal to buy him, basically. You know. So, but we still need to look at how Arteta does it right now, and he still does these stupid things when and makes me think, are you still the right guy or not? You know.
Hmm. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And then why not here saying he still keeps on calling me salad? Why do you keep on calling me salad? What's going on here? Um, I know exactly what that is. Yeah. The thing is, why not is very lazy. Yeah. He's typed in my name. His autocorrect has changed it into salad. And this guy can't even go back. He's like, nah, fuck it. It's there, man. I've typed it all out. You think I'm pressing down and then going back to the thing to scratch it? Nah, man. Forget all that. Forget all that, man. I'm sending a message. Hold that. Your name's Salad now. But
Yeah.
now,
Can I ask you one thing
he,
about what you
yeah,
said?
go on,
Um, yes, semi-final Champions League, second with 1 point below City. Okay, but
bro. Mhm.
do you accept not winning a prize this year? And do you believe that if we come close this year, that we will win the league or the Champions League next year if we come that close
Yes,
on both things?
yes. For the simple reason, the reason why I believe we will definitely be able to win it next year is because we have one final piece that we're missing, which is depending on how the January transfer window goes. I'm hoping that we do get somebody in the January transfer window to cover that left eight position. Then we'll have
Hmm.
one position left to master and one position left to actually fix, and that is the striker position. And once we finish, we win this. We have the striker position sorted in the summer. next summer, next season will officially be this is your very last chance. You don't win anything in this season, you are finished, my friend. You are finished.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That's just my thought process to it. But listen, everybody has their version of the end of the line. Do you know what I mean? So I can
Yeah.
understand if your version of the end of the line is right now. Like if he doesn't win it this season, I'm done. I don't want
Mhm.
him. He clearly can't win it. He can't take. He's taking me as far as he can.
Yes.
He can't take
Uh,
me any further.
and it's not because I hate Arteta. I just want to make that clear. I don't hate the guy. I rate him as a coach, not as a player, but that's a different day story. Um, but I just don't want to waste players on him, like Saka, like Saliba, like Martinelli. If he is not the guy and he is a Brendan Rodgers 2.0 and he's just wasting time, I don't want to waste players like that because I'm afraid people like Saliba could leave in a few years before we win the league. You know, so that's why I think, I understand you completely that you want to give him one more year, but the coming close was last year for me. The reason why we went down is because of Saliba's injury, in my opinion. But what you say about this year, that was last year for me when we were second and 93% of the season we were first. That was the year for me that should have been a learning experience for Arteta to push our team this year through the line, and that's why I think that this should be the year that he should win the league, because the learning curve of winning the league should have been last year and not this year, because we've already learned to be top and still lose it.
You know what? Yeah, like I think I can kind of I can understand. I can definitely understand where you're coming from because last season it was a lot to take in. There's a lot to take in. How far we or how quickly it happened, or it all happened. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I'm just trying to have a positive outlook at the moment, man, because if once I get mad, I get mad, and I was Arteta out for a brief moment
Mm.
back before he actually started doing stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's quickly get through these comments. So why not said Salah deep it in the midst of the contract signing, Bayern are interested. Might I add, with no Bayern officials confirming, come on, this is not a big move, this is normal. So he's saying that it could be just some agents talking. Yeah, are you saying agents making up the stories? Yeah, and then big up Ozan, big up Ozan. Obviously, he said yes, sir. Big up Sard. Big up to yourself, Ozan, man. Big yourself up, my brother. Why not saying sell him? Come on, man. What are you doing here, man? What are we doing here? Sard shortly. I think he was talking about Ramsdale at that point, innit? I said sell him. Sard shortly after Rams bottom comments. See ya. Hey, you know what? Wylock comes up with some funny stuff sometimes, bro. Ozan said, wait, Ramsdale's time is over at Arsenal. That's news to me. Yeah, listen, man, we're coming to the I'm coming to the realization slowly that I think it's done, man. I think it's done. Why not said Joe Hartsdale? Wow.
Joe Hart still.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's actually nuts. Do you know how
Uh,
nuts that is?
that's a
Bro,
good
what
one.
the
That's a good one.
fuck?
I'll give this one to you, man. This one's good.
Hellboy said at the end of the day, Sard's signature catchphrase. Yeah, man. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, I'm just happy to be here, you know? Ozan said, all right, I already answered this one.
Mm.
Arteta's instructions to Raya are to play that way or he would bench him. I'm pretty sure his instructions are not to stay 7 yards out off your line. Come on, why not? Let's be serious now. Yeah, let's not uh let's not create false narratives now. What's going on here, man? um and he said, and Ryan needs some personal accountability for his mistakes, basic principles. Okay, so he said that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So he said that straight after. Arteta was given time and a lot of PR and money. Emery wasn't, nor Wenger. Obviously
True.
Wenger was Wenger carried the club, bro, on his back for years and years
Mm.
and years. Emery, I agree that he wasn't given a chance. And I always look back at it and I'm like, bro, if we actually sat there and actually believed in what Emery was trying to build, and we gave him the money and we gave him the PR and gave him this and gave him that, could he actually do it? But I think they lost respect for him as well. And the way the media and certain people were clowning him and all of this, it was crazy. Yeah, he didn't. Once you lose respect to the dressing room, people were saying, players were apparently saying good evening and all that, bro. Like, come on, man.
Mm.
I just that was like, bro, that can never happen, bro. That can never happen.
Bro, all I'm saying is imagine Wenger with 700 million. That's all I'm saying.
Who,
Just
Wenger?
imagine, bro. Yeah, imagine Wenger with the amount of
Wow,
money that Arteta spent, bro. Just imagine it.
wow,
You know?
bro. We listen. We would have signed Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, we would have. No, hold on. We would have signed Chouameni and Camavinga. We would have signed those guys
Hmm.
because
Maybe
he always had
Martial
the
at
French
the
connection,
beginning before he went to United as well, you know?
bro. He always had that French connection, bro. Always. Simple as that,
Hmm.
bro. You know. Um. Big up Hellboy. He liked. Big up yourself, bro. Instead of oh no, why not said Arteta should have retired coaching before he started. No, but seriously, he should have taken 3-4 jobs before getting to this level. A more natural production of coaching instead of forcing
Mm.
an apprenticeship process. So it's interesting you say that because there's a lot of fans that say that. But yes, he definitely came in and was very new to the job because it's different from being Pep's number two to coming into a job and like you're the number one. Like, all the questions are coming to you. People are asking you questions like, "What do I do here? What am I doing here? What are we doing? What's going on? What the coaching?" And listen, Arteta is a brilliant coach. He's a brilliant coach. I think the managerial side of it just needs to improve a bit. But as a coach, I don't think we can really complain that much. I think he's great as a coach. But it's just that managerial side. He needs to tap into his inner Arsene Wenger. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Anything to say on that, T, or should I move on?
Nah, nah. You said enough about the situation. I think, bro. Only thing I say is Arteta has a lot more class. I mean, Wenger has a lot more class and a lot more charisma than Arteta.
Yeah.
Arteta still looks like a rookie on the job.
No, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. He said, Sada, chill, bro, laughing. It's been a good stream. Big up T on the wing. Big up yourself, bro. And yes, big up T on the wing, man. Big up,
Big,
man. Big
big
up.
up, my man. Big up. Always
Um,
happy to be
and,
here.
yes, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We're happy to have you. Banter, I didn't even see the autocorrect salad. That's wild. I big up Shah in the building, man. Big up Shah in the building, man. Big up Shah, man.
Big up, Shah.
He says, serious question, guys. If Arteta was to get sacked, who realistically would you bring in? Or
Ooh.
who's realistic? The thing is, I don't even know who to bring in. You know what? this might be a stinker, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it anyway. I'll bring in what's his name from Brighton,
the Zerbi.
De Zerbi, yeah.
Mm. That could be a shout.
No, because he's the thing is, if I get rid of Arteta, I'm looking for someone with some sort of experience that's ready to take it to the next level. I feel like De Zerbi is ready to take it to the next level. He's dedicated to his job. We've seen this from how he's pulled out such quotes like I hate holiday," or "Football's my life. My life is football." Yeah, he's put out quotes like that. So bro, he's dedicated to the cause, and he wants to win. So I know
Mm.
he's going to do everything that he can to win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And with the
fair.
squad, I think he definitely can. But who are you thinking then?
Um, I'm a big fan of Xabi Alonso, but he's a Liverpool legend, so I don't think that one is realistic.
What about Rude?
But I'm sorry,
What about Rude?
Ruud van Nistelrooy?
This story. Yeah.
No, thanks, man. No, thanks. I'll rather have the Feyenoord coach instead of him. Uh, but yeah, I have a lot more close friends who are Feyenoord fans, so I need to be careful with what I say. We don't like PSV around here.
Nah,
But,
fairs.
the realistic answer is I'm just gonna say it. Diego Simeone. I want Simeone. I want the anti-football. I want the dark arts. I want the
Bro,
winning,
nah,
fighting
man.
mentality.
Oh,
A lot of people talk about him playing anti-football and being boring. But let's not forget that this man destroys teams 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 as well. This guy knows his way. He is a winning coach, and I want a winner. And I think he could push us through the line that Klopp did. Um, Klopp did with Brendan Rodgers' team. You know, Klopp did that with Brendan Rodgers' team. I think that Simeone could be our guy that does the same for Arteta's team.
What about this? Diego Simeone signed till 2027.
Okay, never mind then.
That's an issue. That's an
Oh
issue.
man,
Even Shaw out here saying Zidane. Nah, I don't want Zidane, man. I don't want
no, Zidane wants ready-made meals. He doesn't want to prepare his
Exactly.
own meal.
Exactly. He just wants to sit down. There's a plate of food, nice and hot, ready for him to just dig in.
Yes.
He doesn't want to prepare the food or cook it or anything
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah,
We still
but
need
then my
some.
answer is Jabi Alonso. Jabi Alonso is my answer then because I rate him higher than De Zerbi. Jabi Alonso is an amazing coach.
And he's at Bayer Leverkusen, isn't he?
You know why I say someone like
Exactly.
Jabi Alonso? Because he's young and he could be a long-term coach. If we get someone like Ancelotti, within a few years he's gone. And if we want to have, for example, an era, we maybe it could be better if we get a younger coach who looks a lot better than Arteta, in my opinion, and that is Jabi Alonso or De Zerbi, like you say. De Zerbi is also really good.
Yeah, but you see what deserved. Yeah, how old is he? That's the thing.
Not that old. Let me look. The
Deserving. He's 44. He's not
Yeah.
even that old, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's actually quite young for a coach.
Yeah. And with this age, he comes with a lot of experience as well, which is good.
Well, the thing is, yeah, with De Zerbi, yeah, a lot of people don't know he comes with hella experience, bro. Hella experience. People, I've heard stories. I don't know if you've seen the documentary, or not documentary, the interview that they done with Kevin Prince Boateng. Have you seen that interview?
No.
They did an interview with him, and he spoke about how he was playing under De Zerbi in Sassuolo, I believe club name Sassuolo. And he was literally playing under him, yeah. And the way he's explaining how he does his training sessions and this and that, bro, definitely a watch. Go watch that. If you haven't already, go watch it, bro, because it's sick. The way he speaks about the Zerbi and how he played, because he played under him in Sassuolo. And I think he played under him in
Is it the Rio
well.
Ferdinand podcast? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 5.
I'll look at it.
So you definitely watch that because they're actually sick. And that as well for the guys in the chat as well. Watch it. It's the 5 podcast, something like that. It's the Rio Ferdinand one. With Kevin Prince Boateng, man. He talks about De Zerbi being serious. Very serious coach, man. One of the best coaches he played under, and he's played under a lot of coaches. You know what I mean?
10 years of coaching experience, by the way, for this 44 years of old. You know that's crazy.
Exactly, it's there. It's all there, bro. It's all there. So if there's somebody, or if I have to. If I have to get somebody other than Arteta, he's probably the guy I will go to, just because I've seen him take control of a system. That's interesting though, because Shah just said I'd keep Arteta as a coach as well.
He is the best cone man in the world.
Interesting. It's interesting, bro, because that's not a bad idea. If you have, but no, I don't think you can have, because from what I hear, De Zerbi loves to take control of his training sessions. He don't like people getting involved too much, so it wouldn't work. Hellboy said, "Sod, I'm a United fan." Hellboy is a correct name for you, brother. You're a Red Devil. He said, "I'm a United fan. I think Arteta is doing a good job. With 2 or 3 signings, your team is ready." You could say that, but people are not happy because they think even with these signings, it's not a sure thing. So that's the only thing with Arteta. Obviously, I'm not trying to speak for you, T. You can obviously explain your thought process.
All I'm saying is, if one of those 2 or 3 signings is another Havertz, we're screwed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. After he's bought in Havertz, I don't know what else is going on. And that was Arteta's sign.
I think. Wait, did you lag out? Oh no, you're still here. Okay, I thought you lagged out for a sec because it was buffering. I forgot what I was saying. Let's move on.
But yeah, anyway, let's just quickly finish off the last topic, which is Kiwior. Loads of interest for Napoli, Roma, Milan, AC Milan. They're all looking at him, all of them. And yeah, is this guy that good? Is he that good of a player for these people to be looking at him? Because I don't know if I've seen it yet or not. I don't know whether it's just me not seeing it fully or taking into account how good he is. But what are your thoughts on this whole thing, man, of him going in January? Apparently, they don't want to let him go.
First of all, if we look at it realistically, I don't think Arteta would let him go because he brings a lot of versatility. You know, centre back, left back, and CDM if it's needed. Because he also inverts. One time he did that, a few times to be exact. But I don't think it would be anything of significance. I think it would be a small amount of cash for a player that we've not seen a lot of. So I don't see why people would want him. And if we sell him, I think it would be a really small price. I don't think it would be a groundbreaking price because he didn't do anything to to help us earn a lot for him. What I do say is Kiwior is a really stable player. He is not one of those defenders that is a bozo. You can clearly see that this guy knows what he's doing. His touch is great for a defender, and he also gives really good long balls. Um, and he's still young, and he can improve really well. So if I look at it that perspective, then yeah, I understand why people want him. But at this moment in time, if we sell him in January, it wouldn't be a big price. It wouldn't be something significant. People will forget about him really quickly, and it will be that. And if that happens, I would be sad if he turns out to be a great defender in the future.
Well, the thing is, they're not even looking at selling him. These clubs aren't looking at buying him. They're looking to loan him. All of them, in fact, all of them want him on loan, with an obligation to buy in the summer. So,
okay, that's an interesting fact.
Changes it for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that completely changes it for me, because I don't want to get rid of him if it's going to be on a loan deal. Like, I don't want to get rid of him anyway. I don't think he's done a particularly bad job. So why should we get rid of him when we haven't even seen him playing enough minutes to actually make a full or obviously in order to make our point known that we don't want him anymore, or to get a full review of the player and how he is on the pitch and all of that. Bro, we haven't seen enough of him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To say he gets sold now. So I personally don't want to sell him. Big up Pete as well, saying he's been doing okay so far. He hasn't got enough play time though. Yeah, exactly. Shaw saying sell Fabio Vieira and Eddie, get these bums out of my club.
Don't call him Vieira.
Eddie, I agree with. Fabio Vieira, I've got stocks in it. That's what I'm saying.
No, bro. I don't believe. I don't understand how, but I don't want to.
Did you sell stocks, or did you never have stocks?
I never had stocks to begin with because I never rated him, not even at his former club.
So wait, hold on. Let's just quickly get this out of the way then. Who do you have stocks in then?
Emil Smith-Rowe.
If there's any clangers in there. Okay, fair. I have stocks in Emil Smith-Rowe.
Emil Smith-Rowe, Trossard. I love Trossard.
Yeah.
Does it need to be young players?
No, it's just anybody you have stocks in. It means you believe in them. You think that they can still do something.
I had it with Bellingham. I have it with Trossard. I have it with Emil Smith-Rowe, especially with Emil Smith-Rowe. He's the number one for sure. I fully believe that he is a better player than Martin Ødegaard on his best day. People forget what he did to Chelsea and other big clubs when we were in the gutter, when he was our only good player together with Saka. You know, the Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe, that song, that doesn't exist for nothing, you know. Emil Smith-Rowe was our second, if not our best player in that moment when we were in the gutter. And I think on his day, he is a better player than Martin Ødegaard. Yes. You know why? Because he has cojones. And Ødegaard lacks a lot of that.
Well, fair enough. I mean, that's a definite that's an opinion.
Yeah, it's a big statement, I know, but I really rate the kid. I really rate the kid.
No, fair enough. I'll give you that one. But what was I gonna say?
Kiwior?
Yeah, Kiwior. So yeah, I don't think there's no need for us to sell, to be honest. I think we're good with what we're doing right now. We're good with keeping him. We need to make sure that we keep enough depth in the defense, because that's the place that was killing us last season.
Exactly.
Was the defense, and we finally improved it to a point where we have the depth there. We have players coming back from injuries, and we have players that can be there for us this season. So I just, in my opinion, no to anybody who's trying to pursue him. unless they're trying to pay like 60 or 70 million or something. Then
Oi.
of course, then of
Then I'll
course,
hand deliver it myself if
yeah,
that's the case.
yeah, 100%, bro. I'm driving him to the airport, bro.
Yeah.
I'll make sure he gets to you in one
See ya,
piece.
dzień dobry. That's what I say.
Bro, straight up, man, straight up. But anything else to say regarding Kiwior?
No, I agree. I don't want to sell him. If it's even if it's a loan, we need the depth. We don't want to end up with Cedric at the right back. That's all I'm saying. and I'm keeping it short and simple.
Oh my God, Cedric!
Yes,
still doing at my club.
he's still here, bro.
The fuck is Cedric still doing at my fucking club, man? What is he still doing at my club? This is fucked. This is fucked.
Yep.
It makes me sick, man. It makes me sick.
You know what's funny? Turkish clubs looked at Cedric, and the amount that Arsenal asked the Turkish clubs, they laughed at them, and then they walked away. It's crazy.
I'm not even surprised.
I don't understand how they rate him £1 million, let alone the 5-6 million they asked for him.
Bro, that's
crazy.
This is nuts. This is nuts, man. These guys are dreaming. They're in dreamland.
Yeah.
Airboy said spend some money in January and you guys will be all right. Yeah, right now we're hearing what's it called, FFP. We're hearing that we have to wait. We can't spend that much money in the January window. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna see in January. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, they could have just been fooling us this whole time, and we could be looking to get someone big in January. So
yeah, splash
we'll
the
have
cash.
to wait and see. Exactly. We'll have to wait and see, man, what happens. But I think that's it for today. Appreciate everybody for coming through. If you haven't liked the video already, make sure to like the video. Big up to T for joining me for this stream. It was meant to be just me, but big up for you for joining me.
Yes.
On this stream. So
I have also good news. I do football social media now, so you can tag my Twitter if you would like.
There you go, bro. It's going right in there right now, man. Going right in there right now, man.
Yeah, big up everyone. Don't forget to like the video. Let's at least get 30-40 likes. Yeah, call it the show. And I also have another news site. Maybe it's not for the stream, but I will tell you anyway. I've ordered a laptop with a proper mic and a webcam. So maybe the next time I'm on, I will turn on my webcam.
Yes, come on, man. We're here for it, man. We're here for it, bro.
Yes.
You know, I got you, man. I got you. You'll be on the next stream. It doesn't matter what's happening. You're on the next stream, mate. You're on the next stream.
Yes, thank you.
Let me just paste this. There we go. There we go. Right, guys. YouTube. Go down there and get at his Twitter, man. Follow him up. Let's get his followers up, man.
Yes, the most shameless Arsenal content.
Exactly, in the description, man. It's in the description. Make sure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Big up, people. We'll see you on the next one. Laters.